Salve omnes! Today we are talking about the pluperfect tense and how you can recognize it when you see it in your reading. So what is a pluperfect tense? It means that the action, the verb, occurred a great deal in the past. We usually see it when there is another verb in the perfect or imperfect tense in the sentence. The pluperfect action then occurs before the action in the perfect. It is the past of the past. If this is confusing, that's okay. Here's an English example to help. The bear who was eating had caught a bunny. We have a verb in the imperfect, was eating, and a verb in the pluperfect, had caught. The verb had caught is in the pluperfect tense because the action occurred before the bear was eating, or more in the past. Let's start by looking at an example of the pluperfect in one of our readings. In this sentence, the pluperfect verb is posuerant. We know that it is a pluperfect verb because the ending of the verb is an imperfect form of sum. When determining whether a verb is in the pluperfect tense, you're first going to look at its stem and its ending. If the ending is an imperfect form of the verb sum, aram, aras, arat, etc., then it is in the pluperfect tense. The stem of the pluperfect verb comes from what we call the perfect stem, which is the third part of the verb that we memorize when we memorize the verb forms, and it usually has a V or a U or an X at the end of it. So here is the pluperfect formula. You first take the perfect stem, chop off the I, and then add the imperfect form of the verb sum esse, depending on whatever your subject is. And there you have it, the pluperfect form. Here's the full chart of an example verb, porto. As you can see, we took the third part of the verb, portavi, chopped off the I, and added the imperfect forms of the verb sum. When translating a pluperfect verb from Latin to English, you add had in front of the verb. So I had carried, you had carried, etc. This makes it certain that it is in the pluperfect tense in English. That's all for the pluperfect. Valete omnes!